Hello and welcome to Reviews. As always, I'm Plume Noir, and this was kind of a small week for me. I didn't really pick up too much. I've actually been using the past couple of days. I mentioned that I'm actually working on a little series here. Not going to say too much about it, but um, first episode's about ready to go. So it's just kind of some thoughts I have. I expect it to be about 6 parts, so probably release it. I don't know, maybe 2 episodes a week. Otherwise I don't want to go a month and a half. But yeah, it gave me a chance. A small week gave me a chance to work on that. So anyway, Wonder Twins. Um, Again, we have the Wonder Comics imprint, which is I guess supposed to be kind of, I don't know, trying to skew younger. Um, the first issue was not that good. Um, I have to admit, though, I'm going to say this right out. I like this issue better, but not because of the characters. And that's a weird thing to say. Not because of the main characters. And to be honest, I kind of have a soft spot with for the Wonder Twins. You can do. I always say this. You can take the lamest characters and you just have to find their niche. You just got to find what they're good for, what you can do with them. And yeah, I'm not quite sure they're there yet. um they make Zan a little bit too dumb, and Jane's a little bit too, I don't know. But anyway, I'm just going to pop into this issue because this one's a little bit better. Yeah, standard cover, it's fine. Got the main characters, we have the antagonists, and of course we got the Beast Boy who's making a guest appearance. Um, Although what is going on in this book is a fair question, but not in the way that they intended. So the issue opens up with we have this guy in prison. Um, Turns out it's one of those prisons that apparently Lex Luthor owns. The whole company-owned prison system where it benefits the company to imprison citizens. The whole debate about that. Anyway, it turns out that this guy's complaining about his food. He gets the guard in close and switches minds with him. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, finds out that now the prisoner in the guard's body explains that I'm the scrambler, a mind switcher. I can put the consciousness of one person into the body of another. Well, anyone stupid enough to get close to me. So the way he phrases that, does that mean it's only him, or can he take like person A and person B who are standing in front of them and switch their minds? Or is it just that he can do his own? It's kind of weird the way that's phrased. But I wonder if that's where they're going to go. Like in the next issue or whatever, he's going to switch Zan and Jaina. Anyway, he uses this to trick his way out of the prison, locks the guard up, and yeah, the guard talks about, oh, the food's not too bad. So the scrambler works his way out of the prison, and yeah, we see his costume, which has an egg on it. That's a sunny side up egg, not a scrambled egg. Maybe they're just showing that's how lame he is. Or maybe he just happened to be wearing this outfit when he got locked up. And anyway, so we go to our main characters, our main protagonists, Zan and Jaina, which I'm still not quite sure. Are they trying to maintain secret identities? Obviously, Zan is not. But Jaina is, she's doing the whole glasses thing, and are those tortoiseshell? Or is it just the coloring? Anyway, does she need glasses? I can't quite tell if she's trying to Clark Kent her way through it. So it turns out that because of budget cuts, they can't go to where they're going to go. So instead, they went to a place that offered them that they could visit for free. It's the Lexicon Prison and Call Center. And the kids are just like, oh. So we get a little bit of, soapboxing here, where welcome to Lexicon. Having your own prison workforce can be super empowering. And Jaina, of course, says, I don't think you're using that term correctly. Our contract with the state requires Lexicon to have rehabilitation programs in all our prisons. And so we find out that they're doing a call center, you know, yeah, typical thing, I'm sorry, there's nothing I could do, sir. Yes, sir, appears to be a mistake. I'm sorry, you're still being blah, blah, blah. I'm not exactly sure how this rehabilitates people. The customer service skills they learn here will make them valuable employees on the outside. Fact, 9 out of 10 inmates who receive vocational training in prison don't reoffend. So basically, what you're saying is 90% of these guys didn't really need to be here in the first place. No, that's actually not what she said whatsoever. Yeah, that's A does not imply B there. That is not what she said. She said that when they get the training, they won't reoffend. Not that they shouldn't be there. These could be minor drug selling things. It's not saying that they're white boy Rick, but no, that's not what she's saying. And of course, Zan teases her. You're the only person I know that can get kicked out of prison, Jane. Yeah, whatever. So here we have Beast Boy, who is being led to a guillotine. The guillotine awaits the king of the jungle, Beast Boy. You won't get away with this, Jacobin. Actually, that's kind of clever. I like that. We got the whole French Revolution. You see, the Jacobins were the ones that led to the Reign of Terror back during the French Revolution. So that's kind of clever. I actually kind of like that. Yeah, see, I was paying attention in history class, Mr. Brown. See, I remembered. Actually, I just made up Mr. Brown. I actually don't remember what my high school history teacher's name was, but I do remember this. So, see, I paid attention to something. So yeah, it turns out he's just filming a Hostess Pies-esque commercial, and yeah, you would think that they wouldn't use a real guillotine, but okay, fine, whatever. Risk killing a superhero. And so yeah, they finished filming the commercial, and at first I thought this was just going to be a guy dressed as Superman, as part of the commercial, but no, it's really Superman. He's bringing Zan and Jaina to watch Beast Boy, kind of shadow him. Beast Boy can mentor them as a, established teen hero. And, Superman says, Jaina, Zan, work hard and someday you'll be where Beast Boy is. And of course, Jaina's, oh no, this is what I have to look forward to. And Zan, of course, says, holy crap, this is what I get to look forward to? Yeah, she's... We get Daria. Maybe that's why she's wearing the glasses. Yeah, she's Daria. They should have just made them round. Anyways, the Scrabbler's out. He reaches out to Lex Luthor, but his position's been filled, so he has him go down to the minor leagues. The, the League of Annoyance? Yeah, the farm team for Legion of Doom. He goes into the phone booth. And apparently Lex Luthor's secret number is 8. So, I'm sure this is just something set up for Lex. Anyway, back to the Hall of Justice. And, Beast Boy asks Jaina, do you ever shapeshift in your sleep? No, why, do you? I used to, but now there's a pill I can take. Apparently, I'm a sleepwalker, too. One time, Nightwing found me in a kitchen drawer, in my tarantula form. It freaked him out so bad he almost killed me with a spatula. That's when I decided to get the pills. Excuse me, pills to help him not shapeshift in his sleep. And Zan says that he had something happen where we were at camp and we must have accidentally activated. When my cabin mates woke up, the whole room was filled with steam. It was like a sauna. On the bright side, I really opened up their pores. So yeah, silly joke, whatever. And then we get to Beast Boys going through villains, and Jaina asks, what do you do with the villains after you capture them? Usually they end up in prison. And after they get out, then we just go after them again. And this all makes sense to you? You don't have prisons? You don't send people to prison on Exor? We don't have prisons. The closest thing we have is community college. Is that a joke? Is that an insult against community college? I didn't go to community college, but I mean, it's a great way to save money before you go on. Do 2 years there. I I don't get people that rip on community college. There's nothing wrong with attaining higher education. So anyway, their first assignment is to bring down the League of Annoyance. And so yeah, for some reason they're watching them on the monitor, but surveillance mode, secret headquarters, League of Annoyance, and they're not just going to go in and bust them. They just hang around outside. Anyway, this is the high point of the issue. Um, this reminds me a lot of the Injustice League from the JLI days, where you had Big Sur and Clock King and what was the guy? Multi Boy, I think it was. Basically the second stringers. Even though Major Disaster did become a better villain, and of course we know what they did with. And I think Clue Master was on the team, and we know what happened with him and Batman Eternal. But anyway, the second string, the minor leagues, this kind of stuff is fascinating to me. I like them when they address this. So anyway, we have the praying mantis. Gets them all together for their meeting. Excellent. Okay, looks like we're starting on time today, so that's a win right there. We got some big things on the agenda today, but first, why don't we give a hearty welcome to our newest member, the Scrambler. He just, yeah, whatever. He used to be in the Legion of Doom, and now he's down here. Okay, on to official business. As part of our mission to make the League of Annoyance both a hive of villainy and a fun place to work, let's see how everyone's mayhem initiatives are coming along. Amphetamine? Yeah. I stay up all night to work on a plan to recruit evil children. Okay, yeah. Drunkula? It's Baron Nightblood. I'm more than just my drinking. My apologies, Baron. And so I was thinking we could start a troll farm. Really take it to the Justice League on social media, so that they don't have the time or energy to do their jobs. Okay. What? I was hoping for a plan that would involve more biting people. Why does it always have to be about the biting? Because you're a vampire? I'm 30 days sober. That might not mean much to you, but I know my triggers. If I bite someone who had a glass of white wine with dinner, then I'm going to bite someone who had a few cocktails. The next thing I know, I'm passed out in a parking lot of a liquor store surrounded by corpses. Please, I'm trying to leave that life behind. We all respect your personal journey, Baron. It's just that, well, being a vampire is sort of the whole reason you're here. Fine, since it matters so much to you, I'll go out and bite some people. Real creative. Okay. So, yeah, we cut back to the Wonder Twins, and again, Jaina's talking about the whole prison thing. That whole lexicon place is just depressing. And so they get the whole thing about how many prisons there are in just America. I mean, have you even heard of a prison before coming here? And, come on, sis, can we give this place a chance? Earth has gone along just fine until now. Have you even taken a history class? Hey, I just told you I did. Yeah. That was completely unrelated. That was not setting that up. Nope, dropped it for jazz dance. Okay, whatever. So yeah, then we see the comic that Zan's reading. America's #1 pet failed circus monkey. We know where this is going, and that's where it goes. And the supercomputer. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I meant to tell you, my automated surveillance shows that the villain Drunkula is on the move. Okay. So Drunkula is going to bite a couple people. This character. And so Zan's looking to try his new move, which involves turning into a puddle of water in a crotch shot while yelling total refreshment. Even Zan has to admit, okay, that was poorly executed. And it's over Drunkula. And here, this is where we see something cool. Everyone always talks about how the Wonder Twins' powers are lame, but how is he doing this? Are their powers able to change without activating? Like I thought it was touch, like Aurora and North Star from Alpha Flight. Um, so hopefully they don't actually have to do that. But uh, yeah, here we have him turning into a steam mode. You see, his powers to turn into any form of water, can actually be cool and useful. I mean, you could scald someone with this. I know that sounds bad, but you know what I mean. And yeah, so you get to here, and Drunkula, I'm sorry, Baron Nightblood. Um, I finally felt like I had the freedom to choose my own path for the first time in centuries. But you people won't let me be. Heroes, villains, you're all the same. You won't let me be anything that's not useful to you. By the way, you're nowhere near strong enough to fight a vampire. I know, that's why I brought my sister. And then when he's about to get hit, he turns into water. And I'm going to stop it right there because basically they capture Baron Nightblood, Drunkula, and they do a whole stupid little thing where he gets put into the prison, well, the jail, um, that if Zan is not strong enough, how is he being contained by just a couple handcuffs with the population? He could get out. He could get out at any time. And by the way, I've never been to prison, but I have visited jail. I've actually had relatives that worked in a jail. They don't just let high school people in like this. Um, they can do a scared straight thing, but it wouldn't be something like this. Um, yeah, this issue is eh, tonally. I always say this. Tonally, it is bad because we have Jaina trying to be really serious. It's almost like she's the downer of the book. She's the Daria, talking about how horrible prisons are. She completely misconstrues what the one woman says about some 90% of the people did not need to be here. However, I do like the League of Annoyance or whatever they were called. They're fun. I like silly, fun characters. And it was interesting that we had the Scrambler come out, introduced to him. The book opens with him, and then it focuses on Baron Nightblood after that. And if he's a real vampire, which he appears to be, maybe he's just a very low powered one, um, you would think he'd be more of a threat, more of an issue to them. Um, yeah, I can't show the ending, but you can see where they're going with this. They make a bad pun, and yeah. Um, the book is all over the place. It really is. I can't tell if they're going for humor, but with a point. And like I said, it's a big shout out against the prison system. It's not perfect. I will admit the prison system is not perfect. However, you can make better arguments for it than the ones that are made in this book, especially when you do it when they were showing the corporate owned prisons, the ones that are run by businesses, in this case Lex Luthor. um yeah, it's bad. I mean, you could have done it a lot better. Talk about the whole rehabilitation, what the rate people go back to the prison without having to use the corporate owned ones. So yeah, actually the main characters, like I said, even that one scene with Beast Boy filming the commercial, I thought that was kind of funny. The villain scenes, I really like this Barrett Nightblood. I mean, he actually has the most depth out of any character in this book, including the protagonist. Zan and Jaina are so one-dimensional, but here we have a guy who is a villain, but he's still trying to be a villain, but he's trying to beat his own personal demons. I mean, this guy has more depth than anyone else in the book. Really. That's that. I'm gonna go right around 230. 230 because I like these characters. I can see that you can have fun with that. I've mentioned about the whole JLI thing. I liked the Injustice League that was in that book. Because, like I said, they were low level villains. They were not bwahaha, I'm going to, kill a bunch of people. No, they're just kind of minor, just kind of inept. And you can see that with these characters. And yeah, that's not scrambled eggs. I don't know why we have a sunny side egg up, but if you're gonna if you're gonna focus on them, fine. You need to give your main character some depth other than just the whole, hey, remember the Super Friends cartoon? Remember these guys? You know, he's kind of a dumbass and she's annoying. That's their characters. Where we have a recovering vampire alcoholic. How awesome is that? Anyway, it's better than the first issue. I will say that much. Um, but that whole prison thing is very ham-fisted, I'll be honest. So, anyway, I'm gonna call it a night. I had to get something out. I am working on another series here. Like I said, I expect it to be 6 parts. Uh, It could run 8, but I'm trying to uh, wrap it up more and bring it down into smaller chunks. I don't want each episode to be 30 minutes. So, but anyway, be on the lookout. Hoping to have that by next week starting. So, anyway, I went a lot longer on this than I thought I would. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.